Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy you.
Custom Underground.
Hey, yo, and welcome to the Custom Underground, episode number 2, from somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. And, of course, that's the Mad Reaper. I am the chosen one. We are glad to be back. And we have a surprise for you. We have the 16 finalists that made it into the Quest for the Reaper Cup Season 2.
Season 2.
Including names like Biondo, and from Britain, the NWF, from Mexico, CAW. We have Angel Falcon, Star Wars, Creature Will, Gore Customs, ECW Figure Fed. From Australia, the newest country, we have Nick Johnson. We have TSM, Wolfensteiner. And from Mexico, Lucho Punk, My Damn Toys, Chargrove, Bubble and Squeaks from the UK also. And from Mexico, Bruja. I am excited.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a pretty comprehensive roster for season 2, so I'm excited.
I think there are some unknowns, so Chargrove doesn't have quite the following that some of these other people do, but I think he could be a dark horse, possibly. It's going to depend on the matchups, because all these people could easily go into the second round, so it's going to depend on the matchup, it's going to depend on the theme, and it's going to depend on who they pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we'll do in this episode is we'll be putting the list into our randomizer and then deciding the matchups from there.
Random.org.
And I can't remember what we did last time. Did we randomize it a certain number of times?
Okay. I'm thinking of a number 7.
7?
We will
Is that what it
randomize
was?
7 times.
Okay. So
That way, nobody can say that it's not random.
let's see, what is this list randomizer? There we go. Okay, we had some technical difficulties. We're back here. Can you see my randomizer.org screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, here we go. Now we're going to put in the 16 people. This is the first time here. You're seeing the official lineup. And I got a shout out to Pat for all the hard work in recruiting this huge roster. He did a lot of work for it. Really appreciative, and we're excited to see. He's kind of the matchmaker here. So putting the names in. Number 1, we got Biondo, the legend, again competing. He's ready to bring it. Man, Biondo's been a beast lately. He's really
Yes.
Since he's rebuilding his Instagram, I mean, I'm such a huge follower, and if you look at some of his latest Ultimo Dragons, like, man, Biondo's a killer. So I'm really excited to see what he brings this tournament.
I updated him from the great to the amazing Biondo.
The amazing Biondo sounds vaudevillian. I like it. So then 2, the NWF, the returning. Man, he was a title contender.
Only returning champ.
Yeah, he was a title contender. Man, he is. He's so clean. The NWF from his El Generico last one. Man, he's like. I was a fan of NWF before, and ever since I've just been getting a bigger amount of respect for him. So I'm really excited to see what he brings this season.
Representing the great country of Britain.
And CAW representing Mexico.
From Mexico. Yep.
CAW, great lucha customizer. We're really excited to have him on this one. He's made a lot of customs for wrestlers down there, a lot of the big name wrestlers down there. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to the custom underground.
And our good friend Dog Track was very happy that we had somebody representing Mexico this time around. He was very disappointed he couldn't be a part of our competition. So
Yep. So then
shout out to you, Dog Track.
Number 4, Falcon. Man, Falcon's coming back with vengeance. He's done a lot of videos. I learned some things, so he's really putting out a lot of good content there on YouTube. But Falcon, I'm really excited
Definitely
to see
check out his YouTube
coming
channel.
back.
I agree.
And man, here we go. And then 5, Stavros. Man, coming back from last season, I think his Max Moon still rings in my memory as one of the top customs. I think this season he's really going to bring his updated sculpting and painting work. He's getting better. He's getting better all the time. So, and I'm excited. And then 6, Will, Creature Will. Oh man, I'm having Will do some work for me too for some hands. We're kind of collaborating on some future projects. So he's such a beast, man. What a creative mind when it comes to outside of the box methods. We had a good talk with him too last season.
Oh, he's a great guy too. Anytime you can hit him up, talk to him. He's just so wonderful to talk to.
Yeah, and so we're excited for that. Then Gore Customs. Gore Customs, I've been aware of a lot of his work before. I'm excited to see how it matches up. Yeah, man, this is going to be a newcomer to me coming into the tournament, but a welcome addition. And then
Absolutely.
ECW Figure Fed, a returning one. He was a finalist, wasn't he, in the amateur side? Came back for the Gift of the Gods. That's right. He had the Stacy Keebler. Man, Damien,
really nicely.
he's getting better all the time too, and I'm excited to see because he's really expanding his skill set. So, the more options you have, that's why Beyondo's so good, and Rocket Jabroni, 9, Nick Johnson. I'm really excited to see his work. From what I've seen, his paint work is phenomenal. 10, TSM. This is a buddy of Pat's that he wanted to be on last season and couldn't make it work. Now he's on here, so that's very cool. I'm excited to see what he comes up with. We got Wolfensteiner, Lucho Punk, My Damn Toys. My Damn Toys is an awesome YouTube channel as well. He's got a lot of content on there. He's a beast, generating beast. He's a good guy too. I really like Trey, so I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. I know that he's got a lot of untapped potential too. I think man, he's got some cool attires, cool ideas. He thought of the Pennywise Finn at around the same time I did. He was first to post it, but it was crazy because we kind of have those similar ideas. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table here.
He was very excited to be part of this contest too, so
yeah, I'm
love
stoked
to see that energy.
Then we got Chargrove. Can you tell us about Chargrove?
Chargrove's going to be a sleeper of this thing. I think people are going to underestimate him, and he's going to come up, and he's going to definitely go into this contest guns blazing. He's got some really smooth work, some really nice work. Hopefully he'll grow his Instagram, getting some popularity off this show, and people will start to recognize him because he's got some really good work. As same thing with Bubble Squeak Customs, really clean customs, good guy. And last season, Bruja was supposed to be on the show, had a heart attack, couldn't make it on the show, with good reason, obviously. And we're excited to have him back.
Yeah, and that's our list. So here we go. We're gonna randomize it 7 times here, right? 7 or
nervous.
7 times?
7. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Randomize. 1,
One.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Here we go. Ooh. There we go.
Wow.
This is going to be very interesting.
There's some nice matchups there.
Bruja versus CAW. Oh, man.
I'm excited about TSM and Lucho Punk right out of the gate.
Yeah, me
Guys,
too, man.
That's going to be a tough matchup.
Oh, I like that. I'm really happy with this list.
Falcon and Chargrove, that's going to be great. Gore Customs versus Will. Biondo versus Wolfensteiner. Star Wars versus My Damn Toys. That's going to be a huge one. ECW Figure Fed versus the NWF right out of the gates. Two of our old guys going at it.
Oh,
And
man.
Bubble Squeak Customs versus Nick Johnson. Wow.
Yeah, I'm nerding out pretty hard here. I'm like, man, as a customizer, seeing good talent,
Let's just do it right
appreciating great
now. I'm all just get the
competing
contest.
talent,
Let's get
man.
in a time machine. Go 3 weeks from now, and let's get this thing going.
This is
I'm
badass. Along that same line, though, I did want to point out, I seen a couple. There was some confusion when we were filling the rosters here that Custom Underground might be for unknown customizers and to provide a platform. And don't get me wrong, it very much is, and that's great. But that is not all we're about. We got a lot of legends and a lot of legends with a huge following here. My opinion is, at the end of the day, I really appreciate everyone with a competitive spirit. I think that's what this is all about. It's all in good fun. I know BEW.
That's really true.
BEW. I'm really excited. I think in the future, and maybe future season, he'll be able to work. He was showing interest as well, so someone with his skill set, I would be really excited too. I mean, he's probably the biggest, I would say, Instagram rock star when it comes to customizer, as far as followers wise and stuff. But nonetheless, I appreciate the competitive side. I know me and Joey's always talked about, like, man, how much we would love to hop in here and compete as well. So maybe we'll do that, like maybe judge one for fun or something. Either way.
Yeah, and you guys are all
what we're
really
about.
nice, and they're good people, and they get along, and they want each other to succeed. And, when you're bringing a bunch of basically random people together, you don't know how it's going to turn out. And last season, the people, our contestants, were just amazing, and I couldn't be happier and more proud of each and every one of them.
We got to go on to the grand finale, I guess, which is the category.
Theme.
The theme. And then last season, we did Masked Wrestler. We were so clearly, obviously, not obviously,
Bias.
biased to Lucha Underground. Huge fans of Lucha Underground. It's my favorite product out there. And we wanted to do luchadors, which would be exciting too. And then we were also tossing back, like, something else we could maybe hold luchadors or masked wrestlers off for the next one. And then I'm like, man, it's so tough because we could do, like, a New Japan Wrestling, which I've started to fall in love with again. There's a deep roster there. And so we're really stuck in this place here where we're we are doing Masked Wrestler. Pat said not in
Not
WWE.
in WWE.
So Masked Wrestler, not in WWE. Should blow it wide open. This one is a tough one as far as the first category. But we do think, at our core, we love masked wrestlers. At a minimum, you kind of have to sculpt a head. And they always got creative attire, so go crazy with it.
And really, looking through the Instagram accounts of most of the people, the newcomers and everything, they've done a masked wrestler of some sort or another. So I don't think it will be too hard for anybody. There's a couple of newcomers with really good sculpting skills. You looked at that, and then we're impressed by that. So
Do they get bonus points for doing Pentagon? I wonder if they get bonus points. No, I'm kidding. Don't. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You get bonus points if you do masked female wrestler,
Ooh, yeah.
because
Hey.
that's just cool.
Ooh, maybe.
That will be up in my book if you do that, because that's double tough. That's really taking on a challenge.
That's true. Oh man, I'm excited. So that's going to be our sticking with our tradition. We really want to stick to our luchador core, and hopefully we get to see more categories out of these talented customizers in the next round. So we won't do the same category.
Can we just
twice.
jump in a time machine 3 weeks from now and see what everyone came up with?
Boom, let's do it. What would you imagine though? Who would you like to see done?
Oh. Well, I'm excited for like CAW because they'll do someone from Mexico, and that will be really exciting to have that addition to ours. So, as I would imagine, probably someone like Bruja or Lucha Punk would do. So that's exciting to have that aspect there. And, maybe some of these guys from Britain will do British Master Wrestlers. That would be cool. Not as popular maybe in the fan voting, but it will, to have something unique like that, that's, always good. It depends on the person, really, because the key thing, and this is important, is in this contest, you need to play to your strengths. You need to look at your opponent, see what they're good at. And Starvos was really good at this last season. He was like, okay, I'm going up against a really good painter, so I need to sculpt something really good because that's my strength. Those are the kind of things you really need to do. And just remember, I don't have the list in front of me, but the names that were eliminated in the first round last year, there's absolutely no shame in that. You learn a lot. That's also good. But, we had some big names eliminated in the first round, and hopefully we'll be able to find a way to bring some of you guys back like we did last season. And so don't get down. And like I told several people, really, even if you get eliminated in the first round, we bring you back and you get eliminated again. You just had 2 of your customs critiqued by 2 of the best customizers out there, Mad Reaper and Showstopper. That advice alone is worth it, in my opinion.
That is
so
Pat's opinion. I am not one of the greatest.
So he's not one of the greatest. He's the greatest. That's what he's saying.
No. So we got our criteria here too.
He won best custom of the year.
From
your buddy won Beast of the Year.
From the Damney Awards, who I'm really excited to see compete. And if you guys haven't seen them, check them out. I'm trying to look for a category.
What else are you excited for?
Scoring card. Here we go. Which I found it here. We got there's a couple categories here, all worth 10 points. Overall presentation, which is how your figure looks in the final pictures. Painting skills, which we look at how smooth the paint was applied, streaks, etc. Color, consistency, likeness, originality, which kind of reflects upon the parts choice. How closely the final product resembles the actual person. And how
any
many
sculpted heads or anything like that.
Yeah, and how many times have we seen that same idea done before? Is it something different? But just because if it's different, it should be better too. Complexity, which refers to how much sculpting, how much repainting, how much modifying, whatnot, had to take place in order to achieve the final product. And then workmanship.
Or how much detailed painting.
Right, and workmanship is the whole preparation, sculpting, and the actual, all the factors that go into making complexity. I think complexity is how hard is something, and workmanship is how hard is everything, in the end, not just complexity.
The workmanship's more of the work part of it.
Yeah, so that's your criteria.
Of it, and workmanship is the actual doing of it. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm looking at difficulty versus more tediousness. There's a fine line there, but there is one separating them. It's a degree. Nonetheless, that is what we're based upon. So we're really excited, and I don't know if we have any more work or more information.
Just really quickly, in case you don't know, Mad Reaper, myself, Showstopper Customs, we're the judges.
Yes.
I pretty much said that to everybody, but in case you haven't heard it, there he is. Showstopper is, if you get good remarks from him, that's very important because he's a tough judger, which is good. We need someone that's a little tougher, and then the Mad Reaper, and then I'm just a pushover. So
Yeah, go watch the last season's finale, each matchup video, finale videos or whatever, the ones where we read through the results and go through our scorecards. Those are always the most insightful
That's
to kind
good.
of see how we think. That being said, the first custom is due 3 weeks from now. We have a 3-week time frame, and we encourage work in progress pictures if you want to share. So this
but
will
keep
come
them
out.
to about, what was it last year, 70%?
Right, yeah.
70, yeah. So don't show your, when you get too close, don't be sharing pictures because that's just giving your opponent an advantage. So, and also when we're judging, if you haven't watched this show before, we'll give feedback, little things that we think could be improved, things that you did well,
Yeah.
All that stuff. So that's valuable advice. Take it to heart.
Yeah, so we got 3 weeks from now. We're recording this on the 31st. This should come out the 2nd. So we'll go Sunday, February 25th. Sunday, February 25th. We'll write that down.
At 11:59 Central Standard Time.
11:59 CST. There we go. That is when the first round is due. So there you guys have it. That's everything.
If you don't get them in on time, I will try to send you a 10-minute reminder, but don't count on it. So,
And if you want
I
to
usually
email
try
them
to
to
send,
me
like,
too, just DM us and we'll give you the email. Give you my email. Send them to me too directly. If they're really high
and I
quality.
suggest that because the quality is better when you send them to the Mad Reaper. We don't get as grainy pictures and stuff. So that's a really good idea. I would take advantage of that if I were you.
So
But I'm
yeah,
not, so do whatever you want.
there we go. And
It's been a pleasure as always.
see you guys. Till
I
next
am
time.
the chosen one. That is the Mad Reaper.
See you guys later.
Custom Underground.